so much love for our veterans today, and you're about to witness how our next guest is using the stroke of a brush to also give love. Steven DaLuz served in the Air Force for nearly 25 years. The airman turned to paintbrushes and canvases to create some incredible art, y'all, and these canvases are not your ordinary canvases. I'm so happy to welcome Steven DaLuz to the show this morning. Steven, thank you for being with us. Thank you for your service as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's so nice to have you here. You know, in my mind, I really wanted to meet a veteran and get him on the show that does some incredible artwork. And Steven, I have to say, your pieces have so much meaning to you aside from looking so stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we can get started with Mario. He is a local combat wounded warrior.
Yes.
And you told his story
Yes.
through this wonderful painting.
Yes. Well, earlier in the year, I received a phone call. As it turns out, it was from Mario asking if I had a piece of art that could be used in a Veterans Art Gala. And I said, well, yeah, I think I do. Why don't you come to the studio? Then when I realized it was him, I said, but I have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind posing for me? And he agreed. I said, just wear a t-shirt and blue jeans. Thank you so much for doing it. I've always wanted to paint a wounded warrior, but the opportunity never presented itself. So, you know, getting that call from him and connecting with him was perfect. You know, a lot of portraits, serious portraits, are done of, you know, important people.
Sure.
Congressmen, university professors, generals.
But a wounded warrior like this, and his story, Steven, is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
He, I know he hit an IED, right?
He did.
And then a majority of his body was burned, so he had to go through a lot of recovery for that.
He did.
And he lost some limbs as well. So
He did.
I'm so happy to see, though. I know he's married now, he has children.
He does.
And he lives nearby, right?
Mm-hmm, he does.
Well, I hope he's watching. Thank you, Mario, for your service, your sacrifice.
Yeah.
You are such an inspiration for all the world, but also fellow veterans who may be going through some really tough times.
Absolutely. So an amazing, amazing gentleman.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. I know you have another one that is very meaningful. All of your works are very meaningful.
Well, this is a print of a painting called Soldier with the Pearl Earring. A kind of a play on the girl with the pearl earring, a very famous painting. But I wanted to depict a female soldier who was somewhere overseas in a far-off land, separated from her family and loved ones, considering and questioning what she's going through, missing home. And here she is, a potential giver of life, finding herself in a place where she could potentially take a life. And so that sort of you know, conflict is going on within here. So I was trying to depict some of that.
You definitely captured it. You see it in her eyes and just her body language as well. And Steven, what I love about your artwork, let's show the audience, this is not a traditional canvas. Aluminum.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Is it part of the Air Force? You wanted a little bit of the plane with you still?
No,
I don't know if the planes are made of aluminum, but
it turns out it's a nice inert material. You know, it's very solid. And because I use a lot of gold leaf in my work, once you prep the panel properly, you know, sand it, you can gesso it, you can put the gold leaf down, and it's very solid. It's not going to wiggle like a canvas will.
Well, and Steven, you've been painting all of your life, you told me. So before you even joined the military, you were already a crafty, artsy kind of kid, right?
Well, I was drawing most of my life. I never picked up a paintbrush until after I retired. So I was in my early 40s.
I mean, how long? I know the piece that Justin, our photographer, is on in a moment here.
Yes.
That is what you're currently working on.
Yes.
How long would it take you to finish a piece like this?
Well, probably about 2 months.
2 months.
I work very slowly. It's because of the process for bringing in the gold leaf, which you see here.
So it adds this light that it looks like actual light shining.
Yeah, it functions as light through the painting. You see it a little bit in this one as well. This is just a print of a much larger painting. The clouds are actually that gold leaf.
It's incredible.
And then, you know, sometimes I'll spray chemicals to create patinas, which gives a little added energy to the work.
Well, you've definitely got it going on, Steven. How can people reach out to you? I know that your artwork is at a local gallery.
Yes.
And you're going to have an art show in a few years that you're already getting excited about.
Yes, you can find my work primarily through An Arte Gallery, which is located at Sunset and Broadway, run by the marvelous Ana Montoya. She is the exclusive representative of my work currently. Or people can visit me in my studio just to get some ideas, but I sell all of my work through Ana. So
well,
the show is going to be in 2026, April.
Perfect. Well, there we go. You guys have something to look forward to. Thank you again for being with us.
My
and
pleasure.
I absolutely love your work. It's so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Y'all keep it right here on Ken's 5 because